The Tom and Doug Show.
So there I was, and I says to the guy, I says to him, hey, you shouldn't be drinking that Wait, are we recording?
I can bleep that out.
Can you?
I bleeped out a lot of stuff, yeah.
A lot of stuff I've said.
Often it's a lot of stuff you said.
Yeah.
If you hadn't guessed, we are joined once again by Mike Murray.
How will my children know what not to say if they don't hear me say it?
Well, if they just hear you say it, they might think they're supposed to say it. You need a good reaction, and that's where Melissa comes in because she usually punches you.
Yes. And everybody laughs at my pain. And you wonder why I drink beer.
Yes, why do you drink beer?
Well, it's interesting that you should ask that question. I drink beer because many years ago I was peer pressured into it, and we drank crappy beer. Miller High Life Tall Boys that my friend illegally purchased from the local grocery store, and we drink them on the back roads of Iowa because that's what you did in the 80s.
And when you lived on the back roads of Iowa, which was pretty much just called Iowa.
But you know, Doug, over the years, the beer scene has changed greatly in America.
Well, before we get to that, I think we need to play a song in honor of your underage drinking. So here it is. Hey, would you buy me beer?
Oh, that's good, yeah. Saturday night and I hoped so soon. I was down on my luck and about to feel better at the local saloon. By the 7-Eleven I happened to see by the side parking lot the most beautiful girl, and she was looking right at me. My heart was pounding as she sashayed my way, and I panicked as I tried to think of something to say. She said, hey, would you buy me beer? Because I'm only 19, I can't get none here. It's been a long, long time, and the bars in Fort Erie all close at 1. My car's over there, it's blue and it's black. Here's a $20 bill, and I'll meet you around back, you're a dear. As I laid the money down, I was thinking about how am I ever gonna get myself together enough to ask her out. As I handed her the goods, thought we'd talk for a while. I was hoping for a number, but all I got was a smile. As she got back to the car and I watched her drive away, I knew I was having just one of my days. She said, hey, would you buy me beer? Because I'm only 19, I can't get none here. It's been a long, long time, and the bars in Fort Erie all close at 1. My car's over there, it's blue and it's black. Here's a $20 bill, and I'll meet you around back, you're a dear. Chill down my spine, tapping on my shoulder. Voice of authority say,
hey boy, you're in the doghouse now.
As I spent my 90 days with my brothers in crime, I was counting different ways I could think of how I might pass the time. Waiting for the day when I'd be set free, I was a little mixed up about how something like this could happen to someone like me. Painting license plates of Lady Liberty, I paid my debt to society. Hey, would you buy me beer? Because I'm only 19, I can't get none here. It's been a long, long time, and the bars in Fort Erie all close at 1. My car's over there, it's blue and it's black. Here's a $20 bill, and I'll meet you around back, you're a dear. Back on the streets, and what do you know? By the 7-Eleven was the same girl I had seen months ago. Another Saturday night, and nothing has changed. I should be turning away, but I'm looking at her just the same. She was mine that night, anyone could see, and she looked so good as she was walking to me. She said, hey, would you buy me beer? Because I'm only 19, I can't get none here. It's been a long, long time, and the bars in Fort Erie all close at 1. My car's over there, it's blue and it's black. Here's a $20 bill, and I'll meet you around back, you're a dear. Hey, would you buy me beer? beer. Because I'm only 19, I can't get none here. It's been a long, long time, and the bars in Fort Erie all close at 1. My car's over there, it's blue, and it's black. Here's a $20 bill, and I'll meet you around back. You're a dear.
And when I was young, the beer selection was abysmal. And so I decided I needed to learn more about beer, Doug.
Oh, and how would you do that? Did you like go to the encyclopedia?
I did not. I went to the grocery store and bought ingredients.
Really? You used to
my-
make beer?
I made my own beer,
I
yes.
did not know this.
Way back before it was popular. And then after it was popular, and then it was not popular. Then I stopped doing it because none of the cool kids were doing it. But what I learned was just enough to be really annoying, but not enough to be really informative
Well, that is
or
the
accurate.
That is the American sweet spot right there. Annoying without actually being informative or accurate. You know, you were ahead of your time, Mike.
I was, but what it's allowed me to do is spend a lot of money on good beer that if I hadn't educated myself, I could have been drinking much cheaper beer and perfectly happy all these years.
I understand. I'm not willing to have a beer that's less than like $10 a 4 or 6 pack.
Well, unless you find one on sale. There's nothing as sweet as expensive beer on sale for the price of cheap beer. And you go to the store and you come out with your $6 6-pack of fancy beer and you see someone leaving the store with an $8 6-pack of crap. Is that going to be bleeped too? I can say crap on the air?
You say crap. Yeah.
Oh.
So we were down at KHOI Studios earlier today, and you know, of course, that there are the 7 words you're not allowed to say on the air, right?
Yes.
And because they want to make sure that they don't get any fines from the FCC, they put a big laminated sheet right there in front of you.
Right in front of your microphone.
Right by your microphone that says, do not say these words. And then they're in big print so that...
The temptation.
Like if you run out of things to say, they want to make sure that you don't say these things.
Is it still George Carlin's words?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
those are
It's
the
still
words.
the same words, which
Yes.
is really funny because so many of them seem so tame by today's standards.
Well, we're going to have Tom come up for you and sing a little Louis Prima.
Oh, baby, baby, looks like it's gonna hail. Oh, baby, baby, looks like it's gonna hail.
Here's Iowa.
You better come inside And a woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. Yeah, a woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. Oh, one good thing she knows how to jive and well. You gotta jump jiving, then you will, you gotta jump jiving. 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 Then you will away. Woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. Oh, a woman is a woman and a man ain't nothing but a male. Oh, one good thing now she knows how to jive and well. Oh, you gotta jump jive, then you will, 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 you gotta jump jive, then you will away. You gotta jump jive, then you will, 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 you gotta jump jive, then you will away.
Thank you. That surprised us too.
Why did you like him and his music? What was there that you admired if he was so weak?
I like weak men.
I'm fine.
He's good.
I'm good.
Once again, this is a dirty song, so be ready.
Oh, stop it. Okay, here we go.
Well, the night is young and full of possibilities. So come on and let yourself be free. My love for you, so long that I've been saving, tonight was made for you and me. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. I'm glad that you're home. Now, did you really miss me? I can see that you did by that look in your eye.
Going down.
So sit back
It's getting real dirty
and
now.
relax while I put away the dishes. Then you and me can rock a bye. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring my bell, ring my bell.
Hi, this is Boris, and you're listening to Tom and Doc Show on Pacifica Radio Network.
What you can do, you forgot to say. Just don't bury your head in the sand all the livelong day. All the livelong day. All the livelong day. All the livelong day. Me no say no, 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 me no say no. Me no say no, 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 me no say no. Me no say no, 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 me no say no. Me no say no, no, me no say no. What you can do, you forgot to say. Just don't bury your head in the sand all the livelong day. All the livelong day. Oh, all the livelong day. Don't do that, no. All the livelong day. You know, say no, 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 you know, say no. You know, say no, 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 you know, say no. You know, say no, no, you know, say no. You know, say no, 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 you know, say no. Never say no. You never say no, no, never say die. Never say die, no, never say die. Never say die, no, no, never say die. Never say die, no, no, never say die. Never say die, no, no, never say die. Never say die.
So, Mike, what is it about beer that keeps you addicted?
Well, you know, Doug, like many people, I originally got interested in beer because I liked throwing up. Yes, but I outgrew that, and now I just like feeling bad the next day.
I remember the day we broke you.
Oh, we're so sorry. I still feel guilty.
It wasn't.
Your wife was so mad at us.
And it was such bad radio.
Yeah.
Here, let's play a clip.
We are trying to hold ourselves together because we are on a great radio station here in Iowa.
Hour 72 of the Tom and Doug Marathon. No sleep. No sleep.
Whatsoever.
No sleep till
Just
Brooklyn.
Chocolate martinis.
Here in front of a studio audience that is larger than our normal studio audience. We have one person.
Moo.
Okay.
.com girl has not been drinking all night long.
I had some Sierra Mist.
That's got some high fructose corn syrup, baby.
Wait. This product placement brought to you by...
This is real sugar.
Oh, yes, sugar. The taste of a new generation.
I like sugar.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, honey, it's
no,
not
sugar.
sugar.
Sugar. Why are we changing sweeteners?
Sorry.
We're mixing our...
aspartame.
No, never aspartame.
This is the greatest show ever on the Tom and Doug Show. We are very pleased that you're with us. This is the greatest show ever.
Ever.
I don't think I've ever been as intoxicated as I am right now. Maybe once or twice.
I can't believe that. I refuse to believe that because I've been way more intoxicated than you.
But, as I said, I became a beer snob. A snob.
Not an aficionado?
No, not an aficionado. I don't just like good beers. I like to look down on other people when they like bad beers. It's not enough in America just to enjoy something. You have to feel better than someone else with what they enjoy.
Yeah, that's the win-win.
Yeah,
you win both ways.
In fact, you don't even need to enjoy it yourself, as long as you're able to look down on somebody.
But I do, because, I get the malty beers and I get the hoppy beers. And do you know there's multiple different flavors that a hop can impart into the beer? Why, depending on when you insert it into the brewing process.
And what type of hop?
what type of hop. It can add bitterness. It can add multiple floral, grassy, fruit
Bunny
flavors.
hops leave little pellets.
IHOPs?
You can add high hops into your beer. It's a whole different kind of thing, though. Usually it's you've already got the beer and the pancakes, and you think, wouldn't it be a good idea
to dunk?
And it usually is. By that time of night, if you're at IHOP and somehow you have a beer, dunking your pancakes in that is always a good idea. Because then you get kicked out and don't have to pay.
This pro tip brought to you by Mike Murray.
Brother bought a coconut, he bought it for the dime. Sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, she drank 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, she drank 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, she called the doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve my belly ache. She said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, now let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you called your doctor, woke him up and said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? You said, Doctor, to relieve this belly ache. You said, Doctor, but there's nothing I can take. You said, Doctor, you're such a silly woman. Put the lime in the coconut, drink 'em both together. Put the lime in the coconut, and you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both down. Put the lime in the coconut, and call me in the morning. Bought a coconut, he bought it for the dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, she drank 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, she drank 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, she called the doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this belly ache. She said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? She said, Doctor, to relieve this belly. Now get me an ache. But the coconut, you drink 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, drink 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both up. Put the lime in the coconut, you called your doctor, woke him up and said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? He said, Doctor, to relieve this belly ache. He said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? He said, Doctor, such a silly one. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both together. Put the lime in the coconut, and you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut, you drink 'em both down. Put the lime in the coconut, and call me in the morning. Ooh, you're such a silly woman. I said, ooh, you're nothing I can take. You said, oh, ooh, to relieve your belly ache. I said, oh, ooh. I said, there's nothing I can say. Put the lime in the coconut, drink 'em both down. Put the lime in the coconut, call me in the morning. Oh, ooh.
And so I hope you've learned a little something about America today.
Well, thank you, Mike Murray, for joining us today. We're so happy that you're here.
Joining you, I didn't know you were coming apart. Boom, cha.
Yes, thank you, and we'll see you, lovely listeners, next week.
Tom and Doug Show. Bigger, bolder, thicker.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the Tom and Doug Show.
It was the end of the Tom and Doug Show.
Yeah.
If you liked this show, you'll also like our CDs.
Yes.